Alright everybody, so we're mocking the front end up. We're going to get the hood on here figured out because we got to figure out room and clearance for this radiator to fit this. But I wanted to show you what we did here. So there's our linkage and the bracket and everything. It's all done. I won on that. That actually works out good. Shifter works good, goes through its motions. But this is our next fun toy right here. This fender is pretty much centered close. The fender has to come forward about a ½ inch. This fender is an inch, it's a ½ inch behind that fender and kicked over. And without the hood on here, I don't know if the body's up or down or kicked with way or too far forward. There's supposed to be a gap right here, down here, roughly, well, I can't make it go, but there's a hole on the inside here that should be here that's not. This gap's roughly a ½ inch to 3/4 of an inch. Looking at all the stock stuff, and someone hogged out their own holes and made their own things for this, so I don't have a whole lot of clearance. If the radiator sits in here, I'm going to have an inch off this pulley maybe with this radiator, because the 4-inch top tank and a 2-inch core or whatever leaves me roughly an inch and an inch or 3/4 of an inch, 3/4 of an inch or whatever. This might be 2 1/4 core, but that's not enough room to go from here to that front of that fan. So the fan's gonna have to go on this side, which I hate doing pushers, but that fan should do it because this thing cools at an idle this big block easily, and this new Griffin is gonna really do it because it's got its own fan setup. And this radiator is gonna go in here, which will cool this easily, this little 302. But I also got to put a condenser in here for the AC and then a front pusher fan. I can't run a mechanical fan. This is a problem for you Ford guys to figure out. How do you get, I have roughly 3/8, 7/16 maybe. I can't even get my finger between the back of the valve cover and the firewall. And this already has an 1.5 inch setback, or 1 1/4 inch roughly. Fords have such a weird stagger, and this is a short water pump, short pulley. But I got to get an aluminum radiator in there, condenser and fan in one section, and I got to build a core support and move the front end forward. That side's got to go at least an inch, and this is going to go ½ inch. It's a mess. It's a debacle. I got to do that before I do the rest of the stuff. I did get some power steering fittings and stuff, but yeah, that's what we got going on. Before I get too much farther into this and start doing electrical, I need to make sure the body's right. But yeah, it's going to be a pretty good looking truck. Got to get skinnier wheels. Those 15x8s are too big. But yeah, that's roughly ride height. The bag, there's no air in the bags for groceries, but so I can get a good picture of this thing. It's going to be a good looking truck. I like it. I really like that. I know you guys do too.